Welcome everyone to an arena video. I'm Andrea Mengucci, and this video is sponsored to you by Wizards of the Coast and channelfireball.com. After seeing the Massacre Girl, would you block? They couldn't block because Massacre Girl as Menace. They couldn't block. Alright, I go first. This is a top lane hand, but it's okay. It's not the worst. We could still go 2-3, so it's fine. How is that going? We haven't been defeated yet, so I would say it's very... I mean, I think this deck is just the best right now. But let's play Memorial to Genius, so you might beat against Nexus. Alright, or maybe not, or maybe it's just Blue-Green Theft. Alright, Teferi is very good. I'm very happy to draw Teferi. We can't cast it yet, but it's always a good card to have. I'm gonna go Graveyard because I need to draw lands here. I will be drawing a card next turn and then a second one next turn, the turn after. So we will be drawing a couple of cards. Mr. Mengucci, your MPL profile says you have a law degree. Did you ever practice as your career? No, I finished my law degree last summer and I was a platinum player, so I pursued my Magic career and I got invited to the MPL, so I decided to continue there. Okay, so my opponent next turn has 6 mana, so they could go for Nissa, right? So what do we want to do here? We have a couple of options. One is to cast Vraska Plus, and I think that's not that bad. So I think I'm going to do that. Wait, not this. Vraska Plus and pass the turn. Unfortunately, the Paradise Druid are very strong. Paradise Druid is much better than Incubation Druid. Sure, Mono Red exists, but I think it's more the decks that play Teferi than the Mono Red. So we're going to go no attack here because I want to protect myself from Nissa. What's your favorite food? Nutella Banana. Definitely not Nutella Banana, but something here. We have in the emoji. Pizza, carbonara, and gelato. Alright, we drew Tamio, which is super strong. So I'm gonna go for Tamio here and just... Alright, since there's Sabotage. Now I regret not having played Teferi. I was thinking my opponent was something else, probably. Now I really wish I'd played Teferi last turn instead of Vraska. But I guess Vraska can work through an ultimate, whereas Teferi just doesn't have an ultimate. I don't know. Gonna go decline and pass the turn. Wait, I was trying to put that together today. You have a list of what? You might be the canister, no Nexus Reclamation. Okay. What's your favorite international cuisine? I don't know. Our opponent definitely does have Reclamation. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing to do. I'm gonna cast this Teferi. Probably paella, croquetas, something Spanish. Alright. Alright, Teferi, I'm gonna bounce the Reclamation. Not that Reclamation is particularly good, but I still think that's fine. Alright, so but now can't do nothing. Then you can just put a counter on the Blast Zone. Alright, didn't draw what I wanted to draw, so I'm gonna put the counter, put 2 counters here, decline, and pass the turn. I could have sacrificed the Teferi to draw a card, that would have also been a play. But I just don't want my opponent to be able to do anything this turn. Also, don't want my opponent to go like Reclamation Nexus this turn. Cassoulet paella. I don't know what's cassoulet, so probably no. Okay, so they go Reclamation, but I can't cast it. So this is weird because now I can emblem Vraska. I mean, I'm definitely gonna emblem Vraska here. And then my opponent, I can't deal with this Paradise Druid unless I draw Massacre Girl, which will kill my creature. So. If we look at this cheese, eggs, swarm, fresh bread is great. The good of gods. You can't Reclamation Nexus anyway unless it kills Teferi. I know what I said. I don't want to +2 and sacrifice Teferi because I don't want that to happen. Alright, so they go Blink of an Eye on my Vraska. Draw a card. Okay. So they can untap their lands here. They can use the Blast Zones. Alright. So I kind of want to draw. This was a bad draw. Alright, so that's +1. Okay, I'll kill this Paradise Druid, and what next? I think I'll keep on passing. Maybe I should attack with, like, a Branch Walker or something. I don't think they have Nissa at this point. Last turn, I basically didn't attack to defend my Vraska from the emblem, but now, and the turn before, I didn't attack to play around Vraska. But now, sorry, Nissa. But now they showed me Reclamation, so I'm not playing around Nissa anymore. So they put 2 counters on the Blast Zone to kill my Teferi, so I'm not gonna deploy a Jailer Ranger next turn. Too many Dreadhorde? I think you need to draw 1. Yeah, maybe 4 are too many, I don't know. Alright, let's see. Reclamation. Oh, they're in end step. What do they want to do? Just crack Mammoth to Genius, probably. Yeah, maybe we can cut 1, but I don't know. Alright, so they crack the Blast Zone. So I can play Nexus of Fate. Alright, there it is. Not that they do much with it, because they don't have any way to just get card advantage. And we have another Teferi, so I'm very happy I didn't sacrifice Teferi with the Vraska there. So we're playing against just straight up green-blue Nexus with the Sinister Sabotage. I thought it was something else when I saw that Sinister Sabotage, but no, it's indeed that one. Which is another interesting matchup to see how it's shaping up. Because it might just be the answer to... Like, Nexus is definitely good against Sultai Dreadhorde, and whereas in this deck we have Teferi, which is like a problem for them. We were too slow this game, so... You know, it's still hard. Opponent's end step, they drew that and play Nexus of Fate. That's annoying. But that's fine. I mean, still, they don't have Search for Azcanta to do too much. What does Big Teferi do in this deck? It's just a dude. It's just a Planeswalker. It could be literally anything else. It could be Nissa. Alright, go 2 lands and they, what? Hopefully they just don't have another one. Not it. I guess they can just crack a Memorial to Genius, draw 2 cards. Let's see. Probably Chemistess instead would be the worst card for them to have right now. For us. Definitely not for them. Alright, just crack Memorial to Genius. What else? Alright, I pass. That's good to have another turn here. Alright, I'm gonna cast a Fairy. And probably just shock myself. They might play Spell Pierce. You never know. You honestly never know. And I kind of regret not having attacked a couple of turns, but I was playing around other stuff, because the Sinister Sabotage really threw me off there. Alright, so I'm gonna bounce the Wilderness Reclamation for sure, because this eats 4 mana of them. And also draw a card, which could be anything. I don't want to sacrifice the Teferi. I'm just gonna keep on attacking with just this Branch Walker. If I attack with the Branch Walker, that could just bounce my Wildgrowth Walker and attack. Alright, what do? They put 2 counters there. Huh. That's interesting. So, guess I'm just gonna attack just with this, yeah. I think if they bounce my Wildgrowth Walker and attack, they could just bounce my Teferi, so I think it's not that bad. So I'm gonna go Decline. And I'll pass the turn because I've already made my land drop. Ugin. Play Ranger first. Jailer Ranger want to play? No, because I already made my land drop. I wouldn't have mana to cast Teferi as well. Teferi is a good combo piece with the other spell. Let's see. So they float mana here. So they float 2 mana. They can crack the Blast Zone. Can they also cast the Nexus? No, looks like no. So that's good. Not that they do much with Nexus. Again, like without Search for Azcanta or Tamio. Opinion for Small Vivian. In this deck, no, you don't have nearly enough. You don't have nearly enough. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go command the Dreadhorde here, just to reanimate my. What can I reanimate? Yeah, whatever. Let's just cast command the Dreadhorde. Yeah, I'm gonna reanimate this as well. Life total really doesn't matter. So yeah, another Sinister Sabotage. They played 1 already. I don't know how many Sinister Sabotage they could play, but that's... I mean, that could easily have a Sinister Sabotage there. Alright, explode. Alright, good. I mean, Teferi, once again, like, if we were just Sultai here and not 4-color, I think we would have lost this match. This game, at least. Because we definitely stopped them because of Teferi. And that's the reason to play 4-color, I think. Because Teferi is just very strong in this format. And people still, like... are not adapting to it. People have Lyra Dawnbringer or Thief of Sanity in their deck, which are definitely the past right now. That's a very long message, my friend. Alright, what do we want? We want Duress, we want Narset, we want... That's probably it. I don't think I want Elder Spell just for Tamio. Like, Board Out Massacre Girl, one Bond, 1 Wildgrowth Walker, and I think that's it. Let's just go. Yeah, I think you could use Bacon. No, you could definitely use Bacon. Easily use Bacon, it's fine. I think it's a little bit overrated, the Guanchala versus Bacon. Like, it's fine. Teferi, I like being mean with a side dish of Nexus of Hate. What does that mean, Nordic Markman? I'm tempted by putting Liliana over Big Teferi. Yeah, that's also fine. And the thing is that you already have a lot of 6-drop. So, you know, you can just be a little bit over... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, Bacon and Pancetta are different, though. Are they? I thought it was the same. I thought Pancetta was just exactly a translation of Bacon. Alright, I'm gonna go for Paradise Druid, just because... Just because if I draw, like, any 4-drop, I can cast next turn, and you know, it's just very strong. It's just a good start. Alright, here I think I'm trading. I mean, at least offering the trade. If opponent takes it, I'm happy. Because I think their mana ramp is more important to my mana ramp. Bacon is smoked Pancetta, yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, the blink of hand on the Paradise Druid. That's fine. That's just cycling here, basically. Alright, Jailer Ranger hits a land and a duress. That's gonna stay on top. Hopefully they don't go Tamio, because Tamio stops duresses. Ooh, by Janikos. What's beating? Ooh, probably gonna lose to that. Don't wanna go duress. No, I don't think so. I think at this point I need to just race on this by Janikos and just go with this. And I'm even attacking because these two are 3/3s. And my opponent needs to pay a lot of mana to make them. I mean, not a lot, but like if they go Wilderness Reclamation, I will lose. But I don't think they have Wilderness Reclamation because on turn 3 they didn't cast anything. So I think it's not that likely that they have Wilderness Reclamation. If Mono Red is a deck that have good chances versus this deck, it doesn't have good chances. I think it's fine. No, I think Branch Walker is needed to attack Planeswalkers these days. Branch Walker is just very strong, yeah. Just realized you have no crisis in your list. Yeah, just you already have a lot of expensive cards. You don't want to also crisis. Alright, just make token. That's good. The thing with crisis is that you first thing first, it doesn't work with Commanded Dreadhorde, which is a real deal. And second, it's alright. Teferi, that's a good one to have. I'm gonna go just Duress now because they might have Nexus now, as this is now approaching the mana for Nexus. So I start with Duress, and then I'm gonna go Jade Light. Still gonna go Jade Light. This becomes 3-5. Unfortunately, I can't attack with it. I'm probably just gonna lose to Janikos if I don't find an answer. And I can't attack, so I'll pass. Next turn, I can go Teferi plus Ranger. Actually, I can't go Teferi because I don't have mana for it. But maybe the Jailer Ranger gives me mana for it. Yeah. It's just... Exactly. Yeah, as I said, on Arena, it's very hard to craft deck like this, because I know unless you have a lot of cards, this is like a metagame dependent deck. Yeah, right now it's a perfect metagame for it, because everyone's hyped with just Guy Super Friends or Esper Super Friends, and this deck is very good against that. And you know, so I think it's basically that. Alright, so they make a token. They're probably just gonna go to end step. I don't know, they can't really attack here. So they pass. Okay, I'm gonna start things off with a Jailer Ranger, hoping to find a white land. A beacon would be good. Keep on getting a lot of life, not that those matter too much, because like if I'm losing just on board. Alright, I drew 2 lands. Unfortunately, none of them are white. It's pretty bad. Alright, so these Waggerthwalker are what? 5 and 7? I don't want to attack and just trade with one of the ooze. So I'm just passing, hoping that I stole the board well enough. I mean, it's gonna be very impossible to beat the Janikos, though. Hope I stole the board well enough that I can just win with, like, if I draw Tamio plus Commanded Dreadhorde. But it's rough because they're also playing combo deck, so I think I'm behind at this point. I could board in Cast Down for the next game. I think that's possible. Will Big Teferi be out from Standard in October? I think it will, yes. Alright, so what did they do? Just a token and a search with 3 cards in the graveyard. Yeah, they did nothing. Just played by Janikos, but this card can easily win games on itself. Alright, drew Narset. That's fine. So, so how do we want to start? Probably just Narset. What can I find? Now I'm just gonna go Teferi draw. Bounce these big ooze. They might have negate, though. No, they don't. Alright, that's good. So let's bounce that Ooze. Draw a card. I could also bounce my Jade Light. I guess that would have been maybe better. I don't know. I mean, I have a play left next this turn. If I didn't have a play, I wouldn't have done it, I think. If I didn't have an Arsenal, if it would have just landed, I would have bounced my Jade Light. Alright, let's hit, please. I want to see Tamio. Duress. I'm going to get Commanded Dreadhorde just for the future. And I'll pass here. No attacks. There's nothing in the graveyard. I just want to kill this Biogenicus and steal it. I don't know how can I kill the Biogenicus, though. I don't think I have a way to kill the Biogenicus. Do I? No, I don't think I have. The only removal spell is Vraska. I guess, yeah, I've said about Massacre Girl as well, so... Alright, they just cycle with the Nexus of Fate. Which, like, basically makes so that they just put counters on the Biogenicus. It's not that devastating, but still pretty good. They play Mono Blue for the week 2. Yeah. I know, yeah. But the Fairy was very good against it, if you remember. The Fairy was, like, almost the... Oh, they drew that card? Alright. Alright, I lose. Good game. I wouldn't lose immediately, but I would eventually lose. Like, the Biogenicus just basically was very strong. I probably just need Cast Down. It's fine to boarding Cast Down against a Biogenicus, but I think I'm doing that. Also, maybe Massacre Girl as well. So, the Narset is also strong just on itself. I think I want Tamio just because of, like, Hagashis in general. Maybe just cutting Wagroth Walker and maybe Big Teferi. Yeah, I'll do this. Musketeer is very strong, yeah. We should start attacking with all. Oh, yeah, but the turn after. I didn't have mana this turn. I mean, I just lost there. Alright. Yeah, hand's good. I can't go the rest turn 1. But it's not that I want to. Like, the rest turn 1 is very overrated, I think. Like, this is not Legacy where you need to do rest turn 1. You just want to do rest, like, in the key turns, like, before they cast Reclamation, before they cast Tamio, before they cast Nexus. As you saw last game. Cut the rest. Yeah, it might be that the rest is bad. Okay, so, I'm gonna go Paradise Druid, so next turn I can go Jade plus, the option was Duress. The only thing, if I Duress now, the only thing is Search for Ascanta, but I don't think this matchup is all about Search for Ascanta. Like, I'm not playing Gasper Control. Ooh, Teferi Time Raveler. They might be even better than, Jailer Ranger. Alright, so let's go Duress first. I could have actually just gone Teferi Plus and then Duress and Draw Step. I didn't consider that. Do we have Spell Pierce? Or just Opt? Alright, a lot of good cards. I could just take Wilderness Reclamation. Though I have Teferi for that, so I could just take Tamio and then just Teferi. Yeah, I'm gonna take Tamio and play Teferi here. The reason why I'm playing Teferi is that I don't want them to Sneasel Sabotage or negate it. And then once Teferi sticks in play, like, their whole hand does nothing. So I'll play Teferi Plus and pass. And now, once they have Teferi in play, like for real, like, their whole hand does nothing. And this is the reason why Nexus just fell out of favor in this format right now. Alright, and I just got super rewarded by not playing this Jailer Ranger. I'm very happy for it. I'm just gonna plus Teferi. I don't want to draw anything right now. Next turn I can just bounce the Jailer Ranger post-combat if I don't find anything. And this is the reason why to keep Jailer Ranger in this matchup as well. Just an aggressive creature. It's a 2 mana, 3/5. And as you can see now, we draw 2 lands, which is great. Because next turn I can just bounce the Jailer Ranger and replay it. Put 2 counters here and just go on. Kai is good against this deck. Not really. It's just a card. Like, you can easily play around it. Alright, Tamio. Okay, so Tamio I think is gonna just get back the rest now. And I just don't care. I just keep on ignoring Teferi. It's gonna plus again. Like, I could cycle, but I already have a play this turn, which is like Tamio Duress. So I'm gonna make a straw. I'm gonna make a stop in their draw step and just plus Teferi. Yeah, this deck is very strong, I agree. Like, if the mana base works, which, you know, Paradise Druid and Beacon help a lot in doing that, the deck is very strong, I agree. So we're gonna plus, attack for 7, down to 13. And then, yeah, I mean, next turn I can plus Tamio and then go Command the Dreadhorde instant speed. And again, we have Teferi in play, so there's not much our opponent can do. Like, they kind of go like, now we can just remove an answer for that Teferi, which should be this Blink of an Eye, and their hand does literally nothing, guys. They have 2 counter magic that can be played because of Teferi, and the Nexus of Fate that costs 7 mana, Reclamation that doesn't do anything. So discard is Mass Manipulation, and just leave them with a whole bunch of nothing. Hope the chat is treating you well, guys, or whoever had all the questions. I try to answer, all the easy questions, all the, the short messages I try to answer, as well as trying to play well, because, it's not that easy. This deck kind of has it all, yes. Alright, so they keep on going Canister's main, and that's fine. So I'm gonna plus on Tamiyo, name, probably just, I could name just Duress here. Just because I wanna have every other spell in my graveyard, every other permanence in my graveyard, because I wanna just mill them. So as you can see, now we milled Vraska, so I can just instant speed Vraska. I'm gonna plus on this Teferi and attack, and they've commanded Dreadhorde up. Which, in case they, kill my Teferi, I can just, afterwards, just immediately have another Teferi. And next turn it should be lethal, because they're on 6, and they have 7 power. 42 cards left. Thank you very much, Cousin Boo Boo. Who created this deck? I think it was a bunch of Czech, Stanislavski 5 Flock, and it kind of got in the web, and then the Hive Mind just tuned it. And I think right now is the best deck, and I'm kind of surprised that nobody played it last weekend, which once again shows how, alright, so they can just untap it, I think they're dead here, which again shows how the online metagame is just way ahead. Alright, now it's the same. The online metagame is just so much ahead on real life. Like, whenever you see in a real life event, it's just, at this point, I'm like, whatever. I don't even care about reading the deck list of last week. Because this standard format is so fast, moving so fast, that it basically makes so that the paper format are like the past already. Which is pretty insane. Let's get about what deck to get as a free-to-play player. Yeah, Mono Red is the best. I mean, Mono Red is both good and cheap. Mono White is good, but it's not that cheap, I think. And, this deck is always, very expensive, but it's very strong. I think today we're 5-0 or something. Not that it says much, but I think we played against strong opponents. Not strong opponents, but at least, reasonable opponents we didn't. Despite being a 97%, which I got very low because I was losing a lot with various different decks. And at the end, I just found this deck, and I just like it a lot, so... Now we're coming back. Yeah, Theon won the PTQ, but with Sultai. I think Sultai is still a little bit behind. What's your favorite deck at the moment? This one. This one is my favorite deck. Arena is amazing for keeping standard on it. Yeah, Arena is amazing. I agree there. Like before with Magic Online, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. So I'm going to put my little 5 and play some Naya lands. I think Part of the Druid is the best card to play here. Because again, it has X-Proof, which is incredible. Because my opponent could have a Lightning Strike up and then just lets us go double creature. The fact that this is a Llanowar Elf means so that they can't kill it. It's huge. Our Legion Warboss is a fine play now. Because I can't block it. But now I'm just going to go with this play. Hopefully, that will stick. And I can kind of just drive this to victory. Good morning, Alfrey. So, alright, we found land, which we needed. We got a 2-1, which is unfortunate. If our opponent just goes, I don't know, Prize on Realm or something on this Wildgrowth Walker, the Branch Walker is still able to trade with Legion Warboss. You see the difference between this and Seeker Squire. Also, we don't have that many black sources. Is red the worst color in Standard? No. Final Devastation. What is it again? Alright, just jam with the team. I think I'm gonna block like this. Taking 7 down to 12. Let's see what I draw here. It's a Watery Grave, so not the greatest. I think I'm gonna just go for Branch Walker, put a counter here, so I have a 3-5 to block Growth Spellbreaker. Gain 3 life up to 15. That's at the fair. It's gonna stay on. It's gonna stay on top, I think. And then I'll play top lane and pass. Against this deck, I just don't want to take damage from my lands. Did you personally know Matteo Neto? Oh yeah, I did very well. I mean, not very well, but I definitely talk to him whenever I see him and on Facebook. He actually, funny story, he beat me. The PT I became second in, he beat me. Alright, so wait 1 second. I'm gonna trade it all here. The PT I came second in, the one PT Shadow very start. He beat me turn 2. He beat me round 2. I don't think he made day 2 at that PT, but he did beat me round 2, and then I made the final of that PT. All right, so opponent is Elbenth, Teferi Time Raveler. It's gonna go Tamio. Gonna go plus naming Jailer Ranger. I think I haven't hit it yet. Alright. Then I'll attack Domri so that if they draw like a large creature, they can't kill my Wagroth Walker. Why did he trade the Goblin? Why trade the Goblin? Because then they could have killed my Walker with the Goblin with Domri minus. So I kind of just want to kill all their creature. What do you think about Karn Mikos and Lattice interaction? I think that's kind of overrated. Again, Legacy, I don't think it works. Just because I think it's too slow. I think Karn is like fine card in Vintage, where you actually the static abilities are something like this Planeswalker that only goes down. I don't think they're that good in the formats where the static ability is not that good. So I don't think Karn Mikos and Lattice. I think there's just a lot of hype about it right now. Like both in Vintage and Legacy. I think in Vintage is fine, but the Mikos Lattice, like yesterday, a friend of mine just actually lost the game because he went for that, and your opponent just Ukir's recalled in response to the Mikos Lattice. I mean, float mana, Mikos Lattice resolve, Ukir's recall, return on your permanence to hand, and that shouldn't really happen, All right, so what do we want? Elder Spell, I think it's fine against that deck. I want Cast Down, I want Moment of Craving. I don't want Command the Dreadhorde, just a couple maybe, and a couple of the fairies. I think Bond can go out, and I think that's... actually, I'm not keeping Bond for Tamio. Yeah, let's go with this. Would you speculate on Commander Dreadhorde? No, don't do that. I mean, actually, if it's from Channel Fireball, then yes, speculate on them. If it's on channelfireball.com, speculate on them. But usually, I think stores just gain the most amount of money just by people feeling smart and speculating on cards and then just failing, because speculating on rares in standard isn't really the way to go. Do you think there was a room for a catcher in this deck? No. What do you think? We just don't have mana to cast it. You basically have no white card. The only white card is the Planeswalkers, and you cast them with Teferi. Alright, I'm gonna go with just Temple Garden so I can cast the Jailer Ranger on turn 3. With this advantage, just play 4 color and then Sultai. First thing first, the Mirror Match, and second, Nexus. Just the Thief of Sanity is just a very good card, and I wouldn't really. Sorry, I mean the Teferi is a very good card, and I think you can just afford to have a worse mana base just to be better against the deck. Yeah, Scarf. I mean, I'm not feeling great. I actually have to go to the doctor this morning, and our Captain Lantern Storm is what our opponent's playing. That's fine. Do you think your opponent deck is good? No, I don't think so. But I think this is the first deck that was not good today that we played against. Alright, Entrepreneur Beacon is fine. Do I want to play Jailer Ranger or Teferi? I think I kind of just want to play Teferi here. And the reason why I play... So I'll play Beacon first because I gain life, which is very relevant. And here, I think I just take time. I have Massacre Girl in my hand, so I think I just take time. If they play Captain Lantern Storm next turn and attack Teferi, I'm super happy with the trade because we just draw a card. How do you set that against control? No sweeps. What does that mean? Against control with this deck? Yeah, who cares about sweeps? They're playing against control. Against control, you probably just don't side much. Just maybe you cut some Massacre Girls for, like, I don't know, 1 Narset, 1 Duress, stuff like that. Hi, what do you think about the top 3 most powerful deck right now? Whatever. You don't need to know that. You just play, I think this deck is very strong, but it might just be a matter of time. Like, the great thing of Magic is just evolving so much right now. Alright, I go to Remorseful Cleric. This is a way of dealing with my graveyard. Too bad that is just a 2-1 flyer for 2. What do you think about your opponent's nickname? Frink? Oh, I understand now the joke. Sorry. How do you cyber against control deck with this? Oh, no sweeper. I mean, I have Massacre Girl. That's a sweeper. Alright, the fairy goes up. And now we have a couple of options. One is to just cast Wagroth Walker, but that would die to Massacre Girl. So I think the best play is just to cast Tamio and just make her die. It's basically like a... I don't know how you call it. We call it Parafulmine in Italian. Alright, so I'm gonna play my Tamio. Plus it. Gain 2 life, which is very relevant. Like, as you can see, we gain 3 life with these beacons already. No, I think it's 26 lands. Alright. I'm gonna plus it. I'll name... I think Branchwalker. You usually want to name something that you're even 4 of. Even if it's not that good at that point, it's still fine. Why do you say only 22 land? Is it only 22 land? No, my friend. The deck list. You find it here, and it says 26. If they respond to Massacre Girl by sucking the cleric, I kill. Because it's funny. Massacre Girl says whenever enters the battlefield. Oh, you understand? I understand now what you meant. Okay, yeah. I don't think so though. Yeah, okay, yeah. Still, like they do play something, so it's okay. Alright, so I'm down to 13, so my Parafumini are not working right now, but that's fine. It means that I have some... Alright, my opponent is ready to just sacrifice the whole board. Should have definitely played the Gruesome Breaker pre-combat. I don't know why they didn't, but... And as you can see, we do have Sweeper, and it's called Massacre Girl, my friend. And now they have their sideboard or Merciful Cleric that does not do much. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, you have all this... Okay, I didn't sacrifice it. You have all these like sideboard cards like Ashiok or like Kaya and stuff like that. I've played against all of them, and I don't think it does. I don't think it does much. Alright, I think I drew all the 4 Oz at this point, so I'm just gonna name something else. I'm just gonna name Cast Down. And the fair is gonna go up, and it's my opponent's turn. How's this guy going? We haven't lost today, and we've been live for 2 hours. So I think this deck is very strong. Not that, you know, we're playing against the strongest deck in the format or anything, but still. It's definitely going well. Alright, so I'm casting my cards. Gaining 6 life, and the game is over. Alright, I wanted to find an Explorer to hit with Tamio. Usually that's a very cool combo. You just Explore and then plus with Tamio. We hit 2 lands, which is like one of the bad things out there, but... Command is plan B. I mean, Command is... Alright, let's re-roll this quest. And nothing. Command is just a strong card. It can't be plan B. You don't need plan B, plan C, or something. You just have... Like this is a mid-range deck that has Commanded Dreadhorde. And that's something that other mid-range deck don't have. Lightning Buffon. Yeah, no, I understood your... Actually, no. When I read, I thought you meant like buffoon, which has a meaning in English. So I didn't understand it. Now I understand what you meant. Sorry, I'm Nazi for ignoring you. All right, I mulligan the Woodland Cemetery hand on the draw, which is a mulligan. I keep this instead. Definitely bottoming a land. I'm gonna go Temple Garden. Basically, all you wanna do with your mana base here is just to have a double green on turn 3 to be able to cast Jailer Ranger. How do you play against Mirror? The way to beat Mirror is having Teferi here of them, Teferi Time Raveler, and be able to play Commanded Dreadhorde instant speed. So basically, you play Teferi plus go, and then if your opponent plays Commanded Dreadhorde, you respond but with your Commanded Dreadhorde, or just do your ass to Commanded Dreadhorde. Commanded Dreadhorde is definitely the key. If you play against any mid-range deck with Commanded Dreadhorde, you're gonna win. Alright, this is awkward because we're gonna draw and Teferi now dies, but I think I'm gonna jam it even if it dies, just to draw land because like our hand does nothing. Also gain a life, which is like relevant. I don't know what we're playing against. Probably just banned. So I mean, bouncing an elf also relevant because they can cast 5-drop. Do you pro make decks based on the synergy or relation? What is it? Artistic process. I mean, we choose deck based on what's the best deck. And so basically, all right. So opponent's playing a weird deck. Playing with Celebration. All right, and they don't kill my Teferi, which is something. So I could now go for Paradise Druid to block this, or I could just play my own Tamio now, which I think is what I'm gonna do actually. Naming Commanded Dreadhorde, and then I'm just ready for that. I'm just basically setting up the combo now. Against who do you want to play Liliana? Liliana is good for the combo of Liliana plus Elder Spell. So basically the mid-range matchups. How do you play against the Mirror? Yeah. Alright, so they go Nissa, which is very strong. I'm probably gonna lose to Nissa game 1 unless I go off with the Commanded Dreadhorde very fast. Which, right now is not an option because I don't even have Commanded Dreadhorde, but hopefully the Tamio will stick around. Alright, I kill that. But the reason why they do that is because the Tamio will just die next turn to the 2 forests. Or they return what? What did they return? Plan-wide celebration? What does this do? Okay. I think I'm gonna go up. I just need to find Commander Dreadhorde to be able to be in this game. And as you see now, this is a mirror match of unfair decks. Okay, guys? And the way you beat unfair decks, it's by being unfair of your own. If you were playing just a fair deck, you would lose. It kind of feels like playing Legacy, this standard format. It's just unfair against unfair, and there's not that good of a like counter tempo deck because counters just get hosed by where is it? By Teferi. So you basically beat combo decks with aggro decks. So it's that like you have aggro deck that beats combo and combo that beats mid range and mid range that beats aggro. Control, it's kind of like weird where it is at this point because control loses to combo, which is like usually not what was supposed to be in the I guess in the world of Magic. But these decks are definitely unfair decks, and it's very cool that in standard right now we have this like such a big amount of unfair decks. Alright, so, Plane-wide Celebration is gonna proliferate, so my opponent can ultimate Nissa now. That's cool. So I'm just gonna let them do it. I just wanna see what happens here. And they proliferate 2 times, made a 4/4, and what else? Did they ever turn something in their hand? No. Is it proliferate 3 times, maybe? Yeah. You try to just get walkers. I don't like it. I don't think the deck is good. Hey, Marina player. Alright. How do control loses to combo? The Teferi just shut down Nexus alone? It does. It does indeed, yes. And not only that, also just Commander Dreadhorde just makes sure that you have so many threats. Alright, so let's see if I can find the Commander Dreadhorde now. If I don't, I'm losing. Alright. Okay, so I'm casting Commander Dreadhorde now. I don't think it's gonna be lethal. Unfortunately. I can reanimate a lot of stuff though, so that's that. I'll put a might just kill us with, I don't know what can they do, but they probably are comboing off this turn as well. Allora, now I have to count in Italian, sorry guys. 2, 4, 7, 11, no sorry, 2, 4, 7, 12, 14, 18, 20, so I'm on 20. So I'm reanimating 2 Branchwalker, 2 Agroflocker, and 3 Planeswalker. I hope I counted well. If I didn't count well, whatever. I'm gonna reanimate the Llanowar Elves. It should be 21. Quindi 1, 3, 5, 8, 13, 17, 19, 21. Alright, sorry for counting Italian, but it's very hard to count in another language. Alright, so I'll scry. Gaining 8 lives. I'm gonna go Graveyard. The opponent probably never played against this deck because they said nice, and that's exactly what this deck does. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just... Actually, that one's probably fine. Okay, so I can't attack with any creature. This is gonna go down just because I don't need to go up. And I'm probably just gonna kill, I think a Llanowar Elf. I don't know. Maybe a Citizen would have been better. And then I'm gonna go Teferi minus on probably just either Tami or Nissa. It's gonna probably be Nissa though, because like this doubles the land. I know my opponent has a lot of lands already, but I think, and I just wanna basically minus all the planeswalkers, and I just pass here. All right, and this is, as I said, the way to be able to stay in these games. Team Vito from California. Hello, Cliffy81. Are you being traded unfairly? Don't worry. Just okay. Alright, so now opponent has a lot of mana. They did a lot of combo decks, but we also answer with our combo cards. So I think things might look fine here. Alright, a Dread Crisis for 12. Again, guys, this game is gonna be wild. I think we're gonna lose just because our opponent has a big mana advantage in this game, but we're trying to do our best here. Alright, so let's start by drawing Teferi. Let's also, when playing this deck on Arena, unfortunately, you have to play super fast. Because, you know, that's just how things go, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm gonna probably just get back Commander Dreadhorde and play it again. I wanna keep all the forests untapped, because I am tapping, because I'm reanimating Nissa. So I'll tap like this. So I'm gonna go, do Do I have another Teferi to remember? Yeah, I do. I'm on 13. I could play Jailer Ranger first. I have 8 mana, so I can't do that, actually. No, I can't play Jailer Ranger first and then command the Dreadhorde. I would have loved to do that, though. Alright, so let's go command the Dreadhorde. Yes. And just play it again. I'm on 13, so I want to reanimate Nissa. That's it, from opponent's graveyard, so that's 5. And then I have 8, 10, 12. Let me count in Italian 1 second. 2, 4, 7, and 5, 12. So that should be fine, because I go to 1, but then I gain 6 life back. Alright. Yeah, you have to have this combo with, like, Tamio plus Commander Dreadhorde. You basically play the whole time. And now I have mana from Nissa. So first thing first, I'm going to bounce the Crazes, because I really don't care to give it back a Crazes to their hand. Then, what I can do is to add this for mana. I can also play another Teferi. Not sure how it does that much. Maybe I'm just lethal. I'm actually just lethal, guys. If I play Teferi, I think. 3, 6... più 10, 16, più 4, 20. I'm not lethal. Maybe I am. Maybe. The time. Alright, let's untap whatever the beacon here. So if I play another Teferi, bounce this token. I don't think it's lethal, guys. I don't think it's lethal. So if I play Teferi now, bounce the token, attack for, say, 10, 20. Ah, so close! So close, yet so far. So if I cast Jailer Ranger to just chomp one, it can't be lethal. So I'm gonna play another Teferi, I think. So I'll play Teferi, gain 2 life. Sorry, I'll be careful of mill. No, I have 29 cards, but thank you for pointing that out. So what I'm doing here is just to maybe talk the Citizen. No, Citizen does not do much, honestly. I might just draw a card. I should have just attacked, probably. I don't know, whatever. Let's just draw a card with Teferi. Command the Dreadhorde, fair enough. Then I'm gonna +2. I don't think I want to sacrifice anything. I'm gonna go decline. I think I need all my planeswalkers around. And then I'm going to attack with 2 walkers on the Tamio and the rest on my opponent. And then let's see what happens. Now I just pass the turn, discard a land, and then let's see what happens. You should have Vrasked your old Teferi. Yeah, I should have done it. I made a slight mistake there. But that's fine. It's very hard to play to play well, you know, with oh, I have to tap 4 lands? Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, so now my opponent has 14 mana to explode. It's a cool game, guys. I would have maybe lost to mass manipulation, I don't know. They have 14 mana, so they could have mass manipulated probably a lot of my permanents. Maybe they just didn't have it. Alright. This game was cool, guys. A lot of counting, a lot of time pressuring, and just Commander Dreadhorde unfair. As you can see, this is the future. It's pretty weird, right? Because this is not the standard we were like used to. But I think that's just the format that we live in. It's also very our games, I think. I think it's just very our format right now. Alright, so definitely the other spells going in. And I think also Duresses, because my opponent is unfair with a lot of spell space, like Planar Celebration, Mass Manipulation, stuff like that. So I'm cutting... so Massacre Girl is good against the creatures, the ramps, though I don't think it's good enough. So this is 61. I might cut, I think 2 Wildgrowth Walker is fine. Maybe not. I think 3 is the minimum number. I think I'll cut Big Teferi. Do you think that this deck that are you playing is the best mid-range? I mean, it's not a mid-range, it's the combo deck. Do you think Graveyard Hate is going to become popular? I don't think so. I think that Graveyard Hate is not that good. Like, if there was a Scavenging Goose, then yes. But the problem of Graveyard Hate right now is that... Okay, here, I said how Dress was overrated on turn 1, but I think I'm going for it. Because I kind of have, like, a pretty good curve here. I mean, unfortunately, opponent has just, you know, this very redundant hand, so Duress is not that good. But I guess I can draw another Duress. Alright. Like, the thing is that... Ooh, that's a good draw. Like, the thing with Graveyard Aid is that it's not that good of a Graveyard Aid. Like, Ashiok is just... I don't think it does something. I mean, I think in order to play those cards, they need to have a good static ability. This deck is very fun. Narset is good against Crazes. Narset is good against Crazes. It is. But in this deck, Narset, it isn't particularly good. Because... Oh, I really wish I'd explored a spell here. Could have killed Narset. Alright, I missed. Ooh, and I draw Duress. That's very good. Yeah, I think I prefer to do Duress than anything else. Alright, they have mass manipulation, so check that out. Let's remember that. So attack Narset down to 1. And next turn I kill Narset so my Teferi can draw. I don't know if I want to play Teferi. So now I can play mass manipulation, but I don't care. Like I might just play Jedi Ranger next turn. Do you want to play the list Legacy Miracles list? No, I don't. As a Magic professional player, it's not that easy to play multiple formats. My Legacy deck at the moment is Grixis Control, and I do have updated list on my Twitter. I'm gonna go Graveyard and Library. No, I think Kaya is the same. It's basically the same as Ashiok, I think. Also, it's not, you know, it's the... Alright, I probably don't block here. So now it's risky to go Tamiyo. I think what I'm doing here is actually just... it's a pretty weird play, but I think I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go for Teferi, bounce Branchwalker. Because so that if they steal 2 of my Planeswalkers, they don't do much. You know? If I play Tamiyo here and they steal it... Oh, actually I drew Paradise Druid. I think that's better. Because they can't just steal 2 creatures and attack Teferi now. Alright, so they can go Mass Manipulation to steal Jailer Ranger and Teferi. It's not bad, but I still have a pretty good hand. If they played Tamiyo, then, you know, they could have steal that. And having Tamiyo in play for them, it's pretty cool, because they can just reanimate Mass. So what I do here is just... Oh, actually I should have just gone Tamiyo Duress. I forgot about it. That was the land I should have taken. Alright, I passed the turn, so now I have that play lined up. I'm actually just gonna go draw step. So I'm gonna start with Branchwalker, then Tamiyo, and then draw step. I'm gonna go Duress. And then the game will be over. I should have done this earlier. I forgot about the Duress in the graveyard. But it's all good. Now we got it. And if our opponent would have steal like 2 bad cards, it's not that. Would have mattered a lot. Alright, and like the way... So I'm gonna tell you these other things, guys. Is that the Explore package just gives you consistency. So my opponent now wants to do unfair things, but they don't have the Explore package. So they're gonna be more likely to just either flood or just be aggressive, just be attacked. Alright, we got 99. We are still undefeated today. 2 hours 22 minutes of just wins. It's pretty good. I think we went... I don't know. We definitely won 7 matches. I don't know if we went like old games 2-0. We definitely lost 1 game to Mill, but that was a mistake. So probably we just went undefeated or something. What does the percentage mean? It means that I was doing very badly. I don't have a number. So see, my opponent is ranked 75, whereas we're basically like 1,300 with like 1,300 number. All right, this hand is not great, but I think I'm still gonna keep. It's gonna be hard. My opponent is 75th ranked, so it's gonna be hard. Let's see. Your Mono Blue Tempo got me out of plat. Mono Blue Tempo? Oh, you're mistaken with someone else. I don't really play Mono Blue Tempo ever. I didn't like the deck, so I mean, I thank you for loving me, but you're probably loving the wrong person here. Yeah, Hive Mind James. Very, very cool games, indeed. I guess Mono Red is hard. I don't know. If you draw the good cards, it is. And like, we beat Mono Red 2-0 earlier. But... Alright, put him with a very good hand here. And we're on the other side, we're just mana screwing here. But it's okay. Evil Mango that streams at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. for you, guy, my friend. Alright. I think I'm just gonna concede this game. Opponent has Anissa, we just have 2 top lands. There's no way we can get back. Alright. Hello, Colossal Idiot. Always a pleasure to say hello to you, my friend. Okay, so, I think we're playing against the same deck as earlier, basically. So I'm gonna board in Duress, Elder Spells. I'm gonna board out Massacre Girls, Bonds of Flourishing Walker, and, what else? Let me just do Duress, this is fine. Your time is good, but the game is lagging. Mr. Mengucci, do you expect changes from the bandit and restricted? I hope not. Some people were saying how they wanted to change things in Pauper. I hope not, because my deck had Gush in it. So I don't love to see, you know, my deck be banned. But I guess that just happens. I guess that just happens sometimes. Alright. I'll play first. Sure. I think I'm not gonna play the rest turn 1, just because I might just wait until I wanna snipe a Nissa or something. Thoughts on the reserved list? No, I have no thoughts. I'm happy. I'm happy that it exists. All my cards worth a lot. But that doesn't mean anything, because if I didn't have the cards, I would probably be complaining that the reserved list existed. Also, honestly, it don't matter for me. Like, if they were printed, it's like, whatever. I'm so sorry Alexander Hain made that big hoof. But... was that? Sorry, what do you mean? Big moist man 123? First, how hyped are you about Flusterstorm in Modern? I don't care. And second, how hyped are you about the new full art lands? Yeah, they're cool. How hyped am I that I don't draw spells? That's also a thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them with a bunch of expensive cards. Unfortunately, I don't surveil. Whenever I discard cards, I always hope to surveil, but I don't surveil anymore. I'm gonna trade here, because I don't have anything to do it. Do you finally get the new PC? Not yet, but FedEx messaged me yesterday about something that's in the customs and stuff like that. But I don't know, that message on Friday answered, and still I didn't get any other messages, so it's probably they're just doing the classic, you know. I don't know. Alright, so that's the rest. I don't know, whatever. So kind of sad that I have these dresses. Not that Waggroth Walker would have been any better though. Why thought on the mirror list that splashes white for Little Teferi? It's very hard to splash for Little Teferi, because then you would need like 12 sources, so that's not even splash anymore. It's just, you know, a pretty big thing. Alright, just drew that Walker that we called. Alright, and sometimes we flood. I mean, you played 26 lands, so I think it's reasonable that we flood. It's pretty unfortunate that our streak of like drawing very well just ended against a 75th ranked player. Yeah. So the way that I can get back in this game is just by drawing Tamio. They could steal it though, so it's pretty bad. Alright, Big Teferi is a thing. Not sure where it's going though, but I'm still gonna play it. I'll plus it. I don't know what point I'm gonna steal it, but I think I need to draw cards here. Alright, Pirate is Druid, sure. I don't have any big mana sink here, so it's gonna be a little rough. And you see how bad our duress is. Like, sure, opponent, like, we duressed our opponent, but we were kind of flooding out. We needed some expensive cards. But I guess in the previous match, they were very good. So I think overall, and we reported in only 2, and I think that's just the number. That's just the right number to have two duresses. What would the reason to stay between the mirror and Esper? Yeah. Alright, I got Nissa, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a match. Alright, good game. I don't know why, but I need to go to the toilet so much this morning. I didn't even drink that much, but